What's going on, guys? Mindrive here. Today we are playing, well, tonight might I say, we are playing American Truck Simulator. And of course we got walkie-talkie here, so we can do convoy if I so please. We also got my phone. I do not have my controller connected right now, because that's what's controlling the camera right there. Like, right behind me is the camera. Also, hi. So obviously I am not the best at keyboard. I do think I have a cable that can work. Let me go find it now. Actually, scratch that. We're gonna continue intro without the camera. So this ain't all that hard. All I have to do is just turn that off. Boom. Now I'm just gonna unplug the camera. It's super simple. Camera unplugged. And now, the second I plug this in, this message should disappear. And anything. There it goes. Well, I might not continue this job, honestly. Let me check. Is this one? Actually, you know what? We're gonna continue this job. Let's get trekking, you know? You guys can't see what job I'm talking about, though. Which, luckily, I needed to set this up anyway, so very easy to fix. Make sure it's sticking up above the screen. It can, and it can, so I'm happy with it. I can see chat. I am going to play music on my phone. It's on the charge too, so that works. Oh yeah. I literally pulled it over here because I felt absolutely necessary to do it. Also, in case you're wondering, the settings still stand. I do play with control, I will say. In fact, here, let me turn on my webcam. My face cam, might I say. It ain't all that hard for me to do, and I can do that within a moment. Normally I wouldn't do it, but it's necessary, because I will tell you guys one thing I am looking at doing. It's not happening, obviously. It's just I'm looking at it kind of thing. Which I will say, it is an exciting thing. You know what a sim driving rig is, I hope. Because I might be in the process of pricing it out. And I did let them know that I do. That's a wrap right there. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna listen to music. We're gonna do this plain Jane trucker style. And of course, this is, I'm playing with a controller, an Xbox controller. Not what I like. To be more realistic about it, yes, I absolutely would like to be a bit more realistic about it. Hence why I am going for at least pricing a Simpson, which it does. If it works out in a sponsorship, it does, but that's ultimately up to the people who I'm pricing it out from. That's how I see it. It's free advertisement for them. Like, literally, free advertisement to y'all. In case any of y'all are gamers that like driving around a lot. And of course I sent the email, and then I'm like, I don't know what the outcome could be, but I'm at least hoping for something. What that something is, I do not know. But all I know is that something be okay. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna actually merge back on because that was almost a wreck. Had I not let off the gas, it would have rolled. Like, trust me, this truck would not be on its wheels. We'd have 100% damage everywhere, and you wouldn't be on all fours. All 18 wheels would be off the ground, I'll say that. Like, I'm just glad that I managed to get it on all four wheels. And plus, speed limit 75. We are at 75, so for this reason I am throwing cruise control, which I have most of my buttons keybind to my controller, but there are things I would change if I got a wheel. Like, of course, if I got an actual wheel with a sequential shift for this game, I would use it. I absolutely would use it. I'm not saying I wouldn't. But again, one thing at a time. You gotta. Okay, I get to bypass this. Of course, I'm trying my best with a controller. Obviously, can't do much without the wheel. Now, if they included single stocks, I would. That would be my dream setup. Like 59 computer, which I have a decent card. I will say it's a decent card. Not bad at all. An RX 580 nonetheless, which ain't top of the line, aka 5090, but it's as far as I got in terms of cards go. But I do not have Convoy on right now. So if I wanted to stop and pause for a second, I can literally do that. Now, if I did join a Convoy, I'm actually gonna host a convoy for anyone who has American Truck Simulator. Ironically, I'm gonna name it not American Truck Simulator server. Come on now. Obviously, you guys can see how I'm wording this. Password. It's gonna be very useful. It's literally the name of the channel, no spaces, in the exact same capitalization. So, capital M-I-N-E, capital D, R-I-V-E-R, capital T-E-X-A-S. Welcome message. Howdy. It's literally going to be the welcome message. Friends only, optional mods, of course. Now, hide players and no collision areas, that's where I'm like, no. Damage between players, yes. Traffic, yes. Optional mods, yes. I only have one mod. That's why I'm turning that on. For speed limiter, no, I'm not crazy enough to do that because that includes me, myself, and I. there's that, which lets me. I'm actually gonna disable that because if I'm in like in a menu, someone could hit me from behind. So, service areas, yes. Damage, yes. Like, traffic, of course. Can't have a simulator without traffic. You have to have traffic to make a simulator, well, a simulator. Optional mods, yes. Friends only, you don't have to be my friend on Steam. Because that's only for Steam friends. And let's just say I do have some that do have the demo version, which ain't much, but it's something. I'm actually gonna check something real quick. Check. I'm just checking something. Well, I do have some friends on Steam that are there. Not, I do have friends outside of Steam. I'll rephrase it that way. Now, there are friends on Steam that I have that do have American Truck Simulator. Now, there are some that don't have it. Now, granted, I don't mind gifting it, but I just don't have the money to gift it right now, if that makes any sense. So, now I can gift the game to someone. They just won't have all the DLC. All the paid DLC. They'd have to pay for that. So, also, I'm so trying not to make any puns right now. Ironically, I had root beer less than, I'd like to say an hour ago. So, yeah. You guys are in for a bit of a treat tonight. I will say, okay, let's go to the convoy lobby, see who all's in here so far. AKA, it's just me right now. Right now, it's just me. Anyone who comes in to the stream and has American Truck Simulator, I will actually post that in chat real quick. The server and crew, the American Truck Simulator server information. Okay, hold on. I gotta come back over here. Change settings. Okay, I don't want. Okay, really. I have to. So this is gonna be a thing that needs to be pinned, moderators. I actually got you guys. I'm pinning it right now. Now it is a pinned message. We will be discussing some things as well while we're trucking. So I am going to actually finish this job while we're live. So we're just going to truck all the way to the end of this job. I will say this will be the last stream for a few days as family has started rolling in. In fact, some of them actually arrived today. So, there is that. Obviously, the potential... No, I did specify that I am pricing it all out. So that way they know, hey, this is just a price out. And I did throw in that. And I did include a link so that we don't have to search it. They could literally just go, alright, let's check this guy out, see how legit he is. But obviously, I'm sure they're probably watching this stream back. I do literally play on a controller right now. Yeah. But of course they're not watching it back right now. They're probably going to watch it back tomorrow. I'm sure it's after hours for them. Talk about lag. Jeez. Yes. Holy lag right. It doesn't appear tomorrow. Okay, yeah, that's lag. Holy convoy might not be able to happen. I'm actually gonna pull off the. Okay, so when I pull off to the side of the road, it's laggy, and even if I look around, it's laggy. Yeah, I ain't gonna continue this actually. And that's what I'm about to have to do. I'm gonna slam on the brakes. I am going to be nice and pull over so traffic can flow through. I am about to block traffic. I am going to turn off the engine. Because holy lag, that should not be something that goes on. Okay, convoy's already over. But we will still truck all over to Truckee. Ironically. Did I just close the session or did I just essentially kill the game by doing that? Well, this is fun. If you guys can still hear me, the whole computer's being like crazy right now. Please tell me if blip and close the session. I'm actually going to accept this progress. Even if it ain't much. I'm actually going to delete my own message real quick. Because this message here that I'm about to delete is no longer necessary. I'm actually gonna unpin that message too. How much damage did it say we have? I did not catch that. Okay, we only gained a little bit. Right back onto this highway. Ironically, this is not as laggy as I think it would be. Like convoy, that's not happening. Not happening anytime soon anyway, because of how laggy that just was. But that's all also because I am currently live, so that probably has something to play into it. Ironically, I'm getting tired already, and I'm like, what, less than 30 minutes in? Please mind you that this is happening at like 10:02. I am trying to be in bed by like 11 at the latest, so we literally have an hour to finish this, which we have 20 hours, so just under an hour, 12 minutes. So 24 hours is an hour, 12 minutes, without stopping, of course. So essentially, if I were to turn everything off, we'd be there in right about an hour. That's how far out we are. And of course, traffic fences, those would stay on because those are shorter stops. Now, traffic. Which lane's moving faster? I think we all know which lane isn't moving faster. Holy. I'm just getting run all over. So that way I don't have to deal with that issue. The slow traffic. And for some reason we're still getting lag. Don't know what the cause of that would be because we're no longer on a convoy. Probably a graphics thing, honestly. I'm not about to turn a lot of this stuff down. I am literally working on getting this to a point of where it's runnable. Moderate impact. So I need to... Now this I can get away with having like none, but I'm gonna at least have it on no. Now this... That's gonna stay there. Traffic headlights, yes. That as well. There are some things I will turn down. Like that's gonna stay at medium. Grass density, I could care less on grass density, but no, high, that would be big time. Weather quality I'm gonna keep. Now there are points where I'm like gonna take stuff in and take some out. 125 is, what does 400 look like? We know what that looks like. Okay, I'm gonna play all this, obviously. It also switched screens on me, so that kind of makes it a little more, difficult. Because now I have to move everything else over, which of course includes chat and my streaming software. So since everything kind of the game moved itself over, which is helpful for me. Because now I can look on more toward the camera, The game literally helped me out there. It literally just chose to be nice and help me out. Let's see, how much different will this look? Probably not all that much. Unfortunately, I can't use this. I wish I could right now. Obviously, this is now where the front windshield of the truck's gonna be, and I did not pull it over. Yay! We're gonna immediately get over one lane. Bro did not hit those brakes. You know what? He done picked the wrong trucker to mess with. He moves, I run him over. He messed with the wrong trucker. That trucker there knows he messed up. He knows. He knows. You know just who I'm aiming for. Don't ask how, but apparently I got myself stuck. Okay, I'm glad I threw my hazards on before I did this. This is a situation I'm actually gonna tell myself to a shop for. Cause holy macaroni. There ain't no way I'm getting myself out of this. Not myself anyway. Yeah, Tutter Road is kind of not usable. Oh, it's gonna backtrack us an hour and 10 minutes. Yay. Emphasis on the yay. And no, what I have in this cup is not root beer, it's water. Nice good old H2O. Very useful. And who knows, we might make it as far as I'm gonna make it as far as I can, actually. It just dawned on me y'all can't see the webcam, aka the face cam. Very easy fix on my end. There you go. There we go. Very easy fix. And luckily it's not 100% damage on the load, so I'm just gonna do what it recommends. It's a 15%, which ain't all that much. Okay, we literally have nowhere. I'm actually gonna focus in on this and get this as much filled out as I can. Before I try to go anywhere, that is. So I'm at least gonna get it to the 100 point. Or at least halfway between the first mark outside of the red. And it's right there. So I can make all this work. This beast work with as low of pressure as I do have. Didn't even have to hit the brakes once right there. The best part is I don't need fuel, so I'm just gonna do that. Now this is where I'm gonna need to hit the brakes. That way and that way. We're good. We're good to make this turn. We're just gonna pick it. Still getting lag. We just booked it through that yellow light. I know we made it because I would have gotten a fence. Traffic offense ticket. A traffic violation. Okay, no! This makes absolutely no sense. We're the ones getting. Bro literally just backed right into us. Watch, traffic's gonna move through this light. We're probably gonna get stuck behind it. Never mind, we're not getting stuck behind it. Heck yeah. Watch, he's going on the same freeway we're about to be on. Okay, fill me surprised. I'm not actually going on the same freeway, thankfully. Obviously, you see how I have myself positioned where I can barely see that car's head. Well, roof in front of me. I'm actually gonna throw it for a moment. And then I'm fast enough that it probably doesn't even matter because everyone's like, yeah, it's a truck. I expect them to move slower. Do that as soon as I can, of course. Even though I have mirrors, I can do that perfectly fine. Now we're on the interstate again, in the same one I just was on, and I was even in this very spot before the wreck. That kind of came out of nowhere. Like, he did not hit the brakes. He was like, no. So I'm like, I saw it coming. I didn't know that it was actually going 75. He had time to hit the brakes too. He was like moving fast enough, but he could have like slammed those brakes down, like lock it up. That's how like I would do it. Like if somebody did that move, I would be locking those brakes up. I don't care how hot they get. I'm locking it up and I'm leaving it locked up till either A, I hit the truck slower, or B, I come to a complete stop. And I'm speeding, by the way. Just to tell you guys. I am literally going a little more than 5 over. And technically so is this car, so. Should be at 75 right now. Watch, it's actually, how did I know that it was coming up on 75 miles per hour? By the way, we have 55 hours to get there. And we have 19 hours to get there. How much of this do you think I can make it? Yeah. Even though I am a little tired. Like, normally I do these, this kind of stream later on in the day, earlier in the day. Whereas it's 10:16 right now, so. It takes an hour and 12 minutes IRL to make it 24 hours in American Truck Simulator. Like, I know that one for a fact. So, if you're going by that logic, 3 minutes is like seconds on a clock. Now, 30 minutes, that's probably half of 1 hour. So 1 hour is, well, 12 minutes, clearly. So take that, and now you take 30 minutes. So 30 minutes is half of 12. So 30 minutes is 6 minutes. In real life. Anyway, so 30 minutes in game is 6 minutes in real life. So essentially, by that logic, 1 minute is very fast. Essentially, now granted that includes does not include if you're stopped. So if you stop, it moves slower. If you're in a town, it moves slower. So anywhere that is a town moves slower. Anywhere that's a city even. So say I was in Dallas, essentially. Time would move slower there. If I were out in the country, it'd be moving the same as long as I'm moving. Either myself or nothing. So essentially doing this, time is moving faster than it would in a city or a town. Take your pick. Obviously, we got this site. Safe to say this is going to get boring very fast, and boring also puts me to sleep. So, plus it's currently 11:57 in game time in the morning. So, we should be okay. For a little while anyway. Considering the fact that we have 20 hours, we should be there at 6:05 a.m. So we'll barely be getting daytime by the time we got there. What day? We are 17 hours out, and just thinking of it, how I've experienced. We're definitely getting docked on our pay a little for the damage we have on this road. Which, if it were 100%, I ain't gonna deliver this road because it's already destroyed enough. Also, we got traffic up here slowing down. We're about to be out of Nebraska. Yay. Which also means we're going to be in a territory I do know how to navigate. And it's also increasing speed up to 80. Which we're not quite there yet, but Cheyenne, Wyoming is a city, so time will be slowing down. Then we have Laramie, Wyoming, and then we have Rawlins, Wyoming, and we got a port of entry in like a mile. Don't know if we're getting past this one. Let's find out. The answer be yes. Still gonna get over a lane because there is traffic behind me. I did see him. Those actually. We don't need to go in here, so I think we're essentially in Wyoming now, though. Let me check the map. No, but we are quite literally about to be right past this, right here. So right past this vestry. I'm actually about to add a pin there. Can't see it on this one. Well, not yet anyway. Probably can start to see it by now. We are definitely speeding again. 75. We just didn't know that. But we are now in Cheyenne. Once we get past the I-25 interchange, we're just coming up. You'll know it. It's a big old thing. You'll see it and you'll know it's an interchange, of course. So you'll see it and you'll know it when you see it, essentially. Oh man. I've never been on this side of Cheyenne, in real life anyway. Now, I have been in the game, but real life, no. And speaking of interchanges, we're coming up on it. In fact, there's the sign for it. We're about to be crossing into territory I do know. IRL, ironically. In fact, this loop right here, not this. This loop right there is actually the one I would use if ever I drove up to Idaho again. Which, who knows, it could always happen. Obviously, I would do it in the summertime because it's much safer that way. Plus, well, kind of have snow on the ground. Which Texas, they don't have much snow here, obviously, because you're in Texas, and Texas is in the south. The south does not get as cold. Now the Panhandle, that there is probably a small exception there, because you're talking part of the state that is pretty much right next to the mountains. And also it's still 75 mile per hour speed limit. It doesn't get up to 80 for a little while. So we're just stuck with 75 for right now. For right now, of course, not forever. For right now, we are stuck with 75 miles per hour. Happy Jack Road. I can always make a pun off of Happy Jack Road. Like, I wonder what Happy Jack Road does. Does it drag people off? Does it have jacks in case people have flat tires? Or deflated egos even? Okay, 65. We really gotta drop speed. And we're coming up on Laramie, Wyoming. Ironically, a sign immediately after I said that. Specifically saying Laramie, next two exits. By the way, I do not know for. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's a 75 through here. Like literally lowers the speed limit right there for just long enough for you to slow down, and then it switches right back up to 75. That's where it's like, why? I'm just curious. Why? Just why? Like, I get it, it probably actually does show 65 there. But that one, that's an electronic sign. It can always change at any given point in time, that is. So, essentially, obviously still driving via controller, I do a pretty good job at it. Now, of course, a wheel, if I ever got one. If I do get a wheel, just know I am going to be setting it up, and I'm going to be learning how to drive with it before I come back onto American Truck Simulator or BeamNG. So when I get a wheel, regardless if I get one via sponsorship or not, I will take some time to learn how to drive with a wheel. Like, driving with a controller is easy enough, but with a wheel, you're talking more realism than what I have right now. Like, this is essentially drive by wire, quite literally. So literally, accelerator, brakes, turning, looking, even. So essentially, my character is just a robot that I can control. So essentially, this is a fully automated truck, essentially. I know, shocking. We have automated cars that can drive themselves. Okay, let's try to keep running our lane, of course. I only did that because I needed a drink. I could feel my throat drying out. So I'm like, nope, not happening. Watch, he sped up just a little. Okay, I'm getting over. He can't make up his mind whether or not he wants to go fast or not. So I'm passing him. Yes, you see this, right? I'm literally passing someone. Oh, they were going for the exit. Makes sense. Watch, it's gonna become 80, and I'm gonna be like, yes, finally, the faster portion has arrived. I'm watching out for that 80 mile per hour sign. Speed limit. 75 still. Gosh darn. I know that side's 80. Has been for a little while. Not only am I watching the road, I'm also watching my own lane. Good on feel. By the way, a fact for you about Rollins in real life, it's literally in, well, you could say it's in a bowl. Like you could say, if you were to put a bunch of milk and cereal here, you'd technically be able to keep it in, like intact. Rollins is kind of in a bowl. Like, it even reflects it. Like, you see that, right? No, granted, you'd have to block that off somehow. But it's in a bowl. So, you really can't... still 75. Alright, well, we're gonna go back to this canopy for a moment. Next white and black sign I see, I'm watching it for a speed increase. Because I know this highway has portions that get up to 80. Once it hits 80 for me, oh, you know I'm going to take it. This is a long curve, so I'm watching. If I remember correctly, there ain't another sign showing speed limit for a little while. I'm also looking so far ahead that I can see 2 signs ahead of me right now. This is probably the most focused y'all will see me. And yes, I'm looking over at track every so often. Another sign here. 2 signs. One's a both 2 signs are exit signs. Next sign ahead is an exit notifying sign. AK that one saying it's 209 Road, which is a mile. Road close sign. Speed limit sign. Still 75. Information sign, Johnson Road. I-80 closed, use this exit. Exit 209 sign. I think it's also up ahead. Never mind. Speed limit sign, what's it say? Looks at 75 again. It is. Yes, I'm going monotone for a reason. Because I am so ready to be done trucking. And next of it, we're getting tired. So next rest area we see, we gotta take it. Pause real quick before I pass it. And no. Next exit we have is Rock Springs. Yay. Still checking for that sign, of course. Still 75 miles per hour. Yay. Of course, that's traffic merging, and there's an RV coming. I'm so tempted to just push it up to 80. Which I can do anyway. I can do that now. I just spotted that sign. Heck yeah. I was waiting for that. Okay. Maybe don't hit a turn and also switch cameras while you're hitting that turn. When I'm tired, nonetheless. In game and IRL, ironically. There's irony in this. I'm tired. The guy in the game's tired. We're both tired, essentially. And we're in a truck, which ironically has tires. I wonder how warm of a bed would that be? I wonder how warm of a bed my tires would be. Kind of feel nice, honestly. Okay. You know what? Screw it. We're not slowing down. Unless there's a rest area at this first exit. And, okay, yep, never mind, we're slowing down. Yes, I'm using my engine brake to slow myself down. No brakes are being applied at this time. Ooh, brakes. I literally stopped myself from pulling out in front of the guy. It's the best move I could have made right there. It wants to calculate route from there. No. I'm calculating my route straight in here. For a parking spot too, nonetheless. Not all that hard to find though. Because they're everywhere apparently. Found one. I'm not gonna just pick that one though. I know of some better ones here. Called the aim it straight out as to pull directly out. AKA this spot right here. This spot right here is calling my trucker name. And slam those brakes. And of course we're going in here, hitting the parking brake. And now we're parked. Engine off, rest, of course. We're gonna do 10 hours. That's gonna put us at 1 a.m. It'll put us in a fully rested state nonetheless. We have 24 hours. Now this would put us at there are points where it's like I'm not gonna take that risk. What's the latest we can go? 10 hours. 10 hours is where I'm gonna get it to. Because that way we have 24 hours left. It gets us as much time as I can. Fuel status. I think I might fill up here. I might be able to make it a little further though. Actually, I absolutely can make it a little further. So we're not actually gonna get fuel here. We're gonna skip right by this pump. Smooth, like butter. Ironically, the game knew what I was aiming for. Oh shoot, it's a green. No, I'm not making this. I ain't making that. I'm not that kind of crazy. I'm not crazy enough to try and run red. At the same time I am, but I'm not going to. Because I'm that tired and I don't. If I wreck this truck right now. Okay, we're good. I'm close enough to do it, just not when there's traffic right in front of me that can obviously hit me. So obviously I'm not going to pull in front of them because they have the go ahead, even though it's not a flashing yellow. I don't care, I got the movie to make. Good news is I can see all the traffic that's kind of on my way. Kind of. 75. Ironically, one of my favorite rest places. Okay, that's closer than I thought, but I'm still gonna go for it. It is the next best. Okay, it's a resting place too. It has resting places. So if I were to make it that far, it's 42 minutes down, but I don't care. I'm going to get fuel there because it's part of the route I do. In fact, it's the stopping point for the route right now. So, since there's a stopping point that I do know, there is that. And I absolutely will, go get there, get fueled up, of course. And that's where we're gonna get some snacks. Ironically, I grabbed some from the kitchen before I even started the stream. I'm actually gonna take a drink real quick. Yeah, obviously, I went over toward the shoulder. That's better than going into another lane. 70, I know where we're coming up to. I'm actually gonna go third person for this one. And yes, I absolutely had to honk my own horn in there. As well as we're coming up on the exit, ironically. Welcome to Little America, Wyoming, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my, that was a perfect time to brake. Unfortunately, I also have to make this sharp turn. Not all that hard. Honestly, a baby can do it, essentially. Now, this is where it's going to get trickier, because I want to make this. That, I'm shocked that did not give me any damage either. It absolutely could have given me damage, it just chose to be nice that time. Okay, they could definitely almost did. Also, I am going to pull and get gas. That's all we really are stopping here for, is really just gas. I will actually check the condition of my tank real quick. I'll probably have to go inside the gas station and refill it, unfortunately. If that's the case, I'm just going to park it at the spot nearby. By the way, this is not the store I'm talking about. The store I'm talking about is actually not over here. It's more over here, though. I will say that. It is over here. In fact, there's some civilian pubs right there. The store is actually right behind those civilian pubs. So what I'm going to do is, obviously no trucks allowed, but it doesn't say anything about pulling up to that sign and parking there. No, it doesn't. I sure don't think it does say anything about parking right next to that sign. You have not intersection. That's for pedestrians and people with cars. So it does make sense that I'm parking right here, because obviously trucks can't go past this point. In fact, I'm gonna throw on my brakes, aim it right at that sign. Actually, no, not brakes. No trucks allowed. make sure to get the point across. That's what I'm here to do. And I'm gonna go get myself more water, more H2O. And of course, I'm gonna be right back as soon as I can, you know? Actually, hold on. Before I do that, set you guys up with a at least semi-decent amount of gauges for the semi. Get it? Semi-decent. There we go. Let's get you a semi-decent 18-wheeler view. There you go. Now, I know I'm burning fuel and time, but I gotta go get myself more of a drink. I'm not gonna pause the game. I'm just gonna get you guys the best view. How about that? You know what? We're gonna go with that. Because it's nice looking. It has everything you need. Obviously, actually, I'm gonna do something real quick. Y'all can take pictures if you want. There you go. Now, if you guys wanted to take pictures, I'm actually going to turn my face cam for the rest of the stream here as well. So, enjoy the photos and sound. I'll be right back. And of course, I'll mute my audio, then I'm going to, you know, Ladies and gentlemen, I have returned. My snack, of course, being leftovers. I'm gonna take time to eat them, so for that we're gonna go into intermission. Which, of course, I'm gonna do here. That way I don't have to go back and forth often. And the issue is now I gotta change the color of it because it's nighttime. Done. And we're in an intermission now. Be back once I'm done eating all of that food. Ladies and gentlemen, I have returned. And obviously, I'm pretty much done with eating that. So, let's get right back to it, shall we? Shall we? I will not be talking much the rest of the stream. Talking usually does make me tired. I'm gonna focus on driving, get as far as I can. Again, very little talking gonna come from me at this time. So I'm gonna focus on driving, and I'm also gonna try not to fall asleep. I'm gonna focus on my sleep cycles. So essentially, how long until I go to bed? Look ahead. Great. Brakes. Oh, we're gonna have to get over anyway. So there's ooh, nice. Ooh. Matter of fact, I'm actually going to mute my audio so that way I can focus on driving. welcome into the stream. I literally pulled over just so that way I can unmute my audio. Yeah, to say welcome into the stream. You're free to ask any questions if you want to. But I'm gonna get back on the road, obviously. Currently play with the controller in case you're wondering. Actually, hold on. Let me turn on my face cam again. So that way I can show you. Controller in hand. Xbox controller, by the way. We're getting right back to trucking. Okay, I had a feeling. Cheeseburger. Well, where's the Whopper? Cheeseburger! Getting me through this trucking journey. At the end of this trucking journey is literally where I'm gonna end this stream. In fact, I don't even care. We're turning off sleep and we're turning up offenses. Meaning it's not gonna be realistic, but we're gonna still make it there. So we're going full speed ahead. I saw that. I did see that. Definitely not tonight, because as soon as I'm done with this stream, I'm going to bed. And I am gonna probably hit the pillow and I figured. Hello. Yes, I held the horn all the way through. Well, yeah, that's kind of why I'm turning off the fences, so that way I can speed myself to the end point. So, yes, by doing that, I do risk wrecking into people. Do I care? Not right now. All I care is I get this delivery delivered. Because I'm gonna challenge myself to get to bed as soon as I get back. You and me both. I'm gonna be doing editing though. Video editing. So fun. So fun. Cars. Well, at least I didn't kill Lightning McQueen or Doc Hudson. But I am flying down the highway. miles per hour I'm going down this highway. So yeah, am I being reckless right now? Definitely. I can tell you guys that myself, obviously, because I would be going at minimum 80 with the fences on. That's actually the highest I'll go, is 80. But without the fences, you can see how fast I'm willing to go. I'm willing to get back. Now here, I'm gonna hit my brakes. And here we go. I got good news and I got bad news. Good news. We landed on all 4 wheels. Bad news, we're stuck. I think our engine died. Yeah, I don't think we're going anywhere. Our engine's kind of dead. We got life in this engine. Hit it in one first, and then we go. No, in reverse. Then go straight back. No truck, that's bad. This cop! Hold on. This is something I'm gonna take a photo of, actually. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get the furthest back we can. Actually, I'm gonna go this side of my truck. He's about 200 yards away, and he's not offering any help. Well, he is cruising down the road for me, but he's not coming over here. He's not raiding any units in. Well, good news is he called in highway support. But still, he's like 200 yards away, and he's not offering to push my vehicle from behind. truck running. Come on. Straight back, straight back, straight back. Come on. Full speed ahead. Come on, truck. You know you want it. Well, I'm currently trying not to have to call for it, tow. But it's also kind of looking like I'm gonna have to call for a tow. Gonna keep trying. No, it's not Thomas Rankins, unless Thomas was up. Oh. Got it. Holy. Only issue is I kind of have to drive on this side of the road for a little while. Hopefully I can do on the shoulder. Yay! But did our engine just die? Yep, it just died again. From where we are right now to all the way over here. 2 hours of just driving. Just to get to the nearest repair shop. Do not care how far we have to go. I will go all the way. Even if it is at the Vermont Spring. Okay. We can finally get on the right side of the road. Immediately wrecks into someone. Now we're on the right side of the road. Granted, we can still break down. Oh, now we're going above 80. Good. Good to know. Watch, we're gonna wreck again at this rate. Oh, is this the perfectly timed fail? far in the screen to stop now. We're within a few minutes. Of course, we're within an hour and 12 minutes of, which is ironically, if you put it in real life time, that is a whole day in the game. So, next checkpoint time, which is the repair shop, is in an hour 12 minutes. And I'm flying down the road to get to that hour and 12 minute mark. It's past 11, which is when I want to go to bed. Forcing myself to stay up a little extra because I'm going to finish this load. I can literally honestly finish this load. Right now we're going 90 miles per hour and an 80 mile per hour speed zone. And we got a very sharp turn coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and slow it down. Because, guess what got us last time? That's right, the sharp turn. Head switches, so I hit the brakes a little early. I think that might be perfectly timed engine failure. I might be able to glide this directly. I might be able to glide this. Just in case. That's all. I threw my hazards on just in case though. Just because I could. Okay, yeah, we might need our engine. Well, no. I'm going to throw it in neutral, so. I'm going to try to start this properly. Some of this is a little bit of a downhill. Oh gosh. We gotta start this engine up stat. Ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to our big time needed stop. And we hit cars. Perfect. How hilarious. I glided all the way here from the exit. And like less than maybe. Oh, I'm gonna use my phone real quick to look up the exact time that stuff real quick. So we have 6 minutes of that's because 1 in-game hour outside of cities. Now, right now, it's going to take 20 real-world minutes. Same with stop. Okay. So, 1 hour, 3 minutes, 12 hours, 36 minutes, and then 1 day, which is 2 times 12. 12 minutes. We're going to be continuing our way. So we got really 6 minutes and probably a few seconds. So I'm like, heck yeah. I can spare 6 minutes and a few cars and 10% damage. I only raised it by like 1 hour. You can tell how tired I am. Right? I hope y'all can anyway. Because as soon as I get done with this, I get as much money as I get. Which, originally, this load is worth $230,000. I don't think we're getting that with 32% damage on this. Immediately. Well, luckily, now it's just toll to road time. Which is not all that hard. All it does is hopefully not put us on the road above us. But I hope it does put us on the road we're on. Bruh. It literally threw us on the road above us. You know what? Screw this. Screw this, dude. God darn you, tree! Oh, good. It's easy to get away from it. Go, 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 go. That tree. Now I've got to do like a 30-point turn just to turn this beast around. Maybe. Nope, never mind. No need to do a 30-point turn. Maybe. Never mind. We gotta do a 30-point turn still. Easy way to show you how my 30-point turn right there. So I took it. That guy's new for getting caught. And I'm a pro, because I really just dodge stand, but that truck literally just was like, you know what? Try except it failed miserably. How fast this is no assists, obviously, from anything else. Just sheer power of the hill and uphill. Engine's still running, by the way. Prepare to slow down and set out. Never mind, I have to. It's worse than this. Wait a second. Find a way around it. You're really gonna like this company. Obviously, this is a video game, so don't get your finally almost done. Finally. Ugh. Roundabout? What's a roundabout? I was just getting right there. Yes, I'm a crazy trucker. In the sense of when I'm tired, that is, I get crazy. Like this. I try to do these normally middle of the day so that way I have more chance than this. So clearly, not middle of the day, because when I'm tired I go crazy. And finally we're here, yay, woohoo. Back this whole truck and mix up. So let's see how much I'm gonna have to maneuver this thing in here. I may as well just maneuver it the way I need it to. I got it, but I stop that one again. Let's see what's here right here. Hold on. City. Ah, never mind. I did not get any money. Yay! Well, with that said and done, I think it's clear that we're going to end the stream here. I am too tired to go do anything else, but I will, however, pick a job here. That'll take us somewhere. Found one. I'm just gonna set it as a GPS destination. Oh wait, I'm already here. Watch, it's gonna be this exact spot. So, all I have to do is just detach my trailer. Just to guess, I'd probably just have to detach my trailer. Meaning, all I have to do is come right here. I'm gonna pick a job. I'm not gonna leave yet. I'm gonna leave when actually I'm gonna see all the jobs I have. None of them are too great, so we're gonna go here. Oh, how did I know it was gonna be right there? Right the heck there. Maybe because that's what I thought the last one. Oh, that may be part of the fun. Wait, here. Don't think we are. I think not. That's why I hate these things like that. Well, thankfully we don't have to go too. Well, believe it or not, we can have to get ourselves out of this. Too far to skip parking, and we kind of can't move. So. Let's see, what's the nearest? Okay, never mind. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do this. We're still gonna do this. Give me one moment. Now I gotta drive back over to there, hook up my trailer, and then go in the stream, of course. Which I'm not gonna go anywhere. I'm just gonna, like, literally, you're gonna see the thing go black, and that's because I'm closing down the game. I'm gonna turn off my computer, and I'm going to bed. And I believe my headset. Yes. Oh, good lord. I'm actually going to repair all here. Just so you all know, I am not about to park this again. Nor am I even going to try to park this again. I'm just going to hit A again. And yes, I'm going to get back over there as fast as I possibly can. Look at this fine roundabout, I can just jump over like that. This is all we're doing right now. All we're doing is loading the cargo. That's really all we're doing. Closing out the game right now, obviously, as well. And with that, I'd like to tell you guys good night, and I'll see y'all next stream. Minedriver out.